Welcome back to Searchlight. It's July 16th, and today's episode will be about you, the viewers, the Patreons, the ones making Searchlight possible, and of course the Grateful Dead. We've been fortunate enough to get our hands on some of the latest vinyl and CD releases courtesy of Rhino, and even a free year of Play Dead courtesy of Nugs.net that we'll be passing along to the community that we're building here at Searchlight. And we've also got a free month to the Patreon, and we've dipped into the secret stash of vinyl here for a couple of our viewers. In case you missed the announcement on the 3rd, we're going to be doing these viewer appreciation shows every other Thursday to say thank you to the Searchlight supporters and get music into the hands of the people who love it the most. Let's begin. Okay, we want to start by thanking Ryan, our very first Patreon. Ryan wasted no time signing up, less than 60 seconds after our first post back, even beating Brooklyn Deadhead 23 to the punch. Ryan, thank you, and all of our Patreons for helping support the work we do here at Searchlight. Speaking of Brooklyn Deadhead 23, we want to thank him for turning the comments section into somewhat of a forum, something we hoped would happen and now is because of viewers like Brooklyn Deadhead 23. 1984 has been a big topic of discussion, a year we've grown to appreciate more and more. Brooklyn Deadhead 23, I know you're looking forward to next Tuesday's show on the 21st, covering that Ventura 1984 run. But the 1984 discussion really doesn't happen without Ben Miller Wrights, who was really the catalyst with his incredibly thorough analysis here, where he claims that 1984 is the peak guitar prowess for Jerry Garcia, a bold claim from Mr. Miller. Feel free to debate him in the comments. Another person who's been very active with some kind words and maybe some hesitation to endorse some of the rhetoric here on the show is Austin Head 369, who wasn't quite comfortable with the reptile comparisons post 70 that we made on the July 10th show, but wrote on July 3rd that this is the best Grateful Dead content he's ever seen on YouTube. Thanks, guy. And now there has been a lot of praise, and we are grateful for it, but we certainly have made a few mistakes on the show, and we're lucky to have viewers like Larry to hold us accountable and to call us out with such grace. There was an oversight on the March 28th show where we failed to include Woodstock as one of the 4 total stages that the Dead and the Who shared. So we only had 3 there. That total is now 4. Day on the Green, Rock Place, Monterey Pop Festival, and of course, Woodstock. Thank you, Larry, for calling us out. And last but not least is B-Man 1973, the Reddit legend. If you're a Grateful Dead fan and you've been on Reddit, you must be familiar with B-Man 1973. He's been supporting us since the beginning, and he's also turned us on to a wonderful Scarlet Fire from September 11th, 1982. Thank you, B-Man. Let's go back to the desk and see what these wonderful viewers have. Okay, let's start with Ryan. We're going to pass this along to Ryan. July 3rd, 1966, one of the latest releases from the Dead with beautiful liner notes here by Jesse Jarnow, author and Deadcast host. He dedicated an entire episode of the Deadcast to this show in the summer of '66. Now on to Brooklyn Deadhead 23, who's been a supporter of the program long before it started. He actually helped us name it Searchlight, which of course is a reference to the lyric from Dark Star. We're dipping into the secret stash of vinyl here for the coveted May 8th, 1977 Cornell show, 9 sides of vinyl, limited edition. And because we know Brooklyn Deadhead 23 actually prefers compact disc, we're going to throw in the July 3rd, 1966 CD. Now, we try to get in touch with viewers before we record these episodes, and it appears that not many of you prefer the compact disc format. And we've got 7 more of these that we'd like to pass along. So please, in the comments, tell us if you still listen to CDs and why. We'll spotlight our favorite response and pass these along. Now, Ben Miller Wrights, who's tied with Brooklyn Deadhead for the channel's biggest 1984 advocate. We've got a free month to the Patreon. We hope you enjoy the Sunday shows and stick around. And after corresponding with Mr. Miller, we learned that he's got several Dead covers up on his channel. We'll put a link in the description if you want to check them out. Our personal favorite is the Broke Down Palace rendition that he does. Now we'll go to Austin Head 369, who we know now resides in Austin, Texas. We're going to send along the Austin November 15th, 1971 from the Municipal Auditorium, a wonderful Dark Star into El Paso. We hope you enjoy that. This is limited edition, of course, one of 3,000. Okay, now for Larry, who was again so graceful in correcting us on our oversight of the Who and the Dead sharing the stage at Woodstock in 1969. Larry, we've reached out to you via the comments in the March 28th video. We've responded to your comment. If you can please get in touch with us at searchlightgd@gmail.com. We'd love to send along 4 sides of tracks that had previously been unreleased by the band in 1976. You can learn a lot more about this album on the latest season of the Deadcast. We'll drop a link in the description. Okay, last but not least, B-Man 1973. We've got a free year to play Dead for you, courtesy of the wonderful folks over at nugs.net. And while they were gracious enough to give us this free year to play Dead, they have no influence over the reporting that we do here at Searchlight. We know that the Play Dead launch was contentious for some, but from everything we've heard so far, the mastering work done by David Glasser is exceptional and sounds day and night from the original tapes. I'm sure there are some exceptions. Let us know what you think in the comments. And B-Man, we've reached out to you on Reddit. Please reach back out to us there or at searchlightgd@gmail.com so we can pass this along to you. But that does it for our first viewer appreciation show here on July 16th. We'll see everyone tomorrow, July 17th, for another edition of the Weather Report Suite.